In order to become better individuals ourselves, the best way to do this is to take lessons from people we were ever in a relationship with. Okay? Whether it's a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a former lover, former partner, a former friendship. And they say that people cross paths for a reason, okay? And I want you to think back at all the people that you've lost, at all the people that you no longer associate yourself with all the friends, the relationships that you are no longer in anymore, or the friends that you no longer have in your life. Think what you learned about these relationships. Think about what you learned about yourself. Because it helps you grow. It helps you not repeat the same patterns. Because you have to know in order for you not to do it again. This is why after a relationship, it is recommended that you take time for yourself to learn yourself from that relationship. What you did wrong, not what the other person did wrong, because you're not with this person anymore. What you did wrong, what you allowed, what you shouldn't have allowed, how you were treated, and why were you treated this way. This is how we get into the root of finding our flaws and learning from them. Learning about ourselves to make ourselves better. Okay, this is why God places certain people in our paths that we no longer have in our lives to teach us a lesson about you. I do want to share with you that I lost a lot of friends, whether it was my choice or their choice. I learned a lot from these relationships. I do want to share with you that main things I learned from girlfriend relationships that I've lost. Because, people only think that this happens between a man and a woman, but it actually happens in every type of relationship. So what I learned about myself from the people that are no longer in my lives is that I allowed myself to be manipulated by both men and women. And I didn't know women could manipulate other women because, we were supposed to stand by each other's side. We're supposed to help each other up, build each other, support each other. So yes, that's one of the lessons I learned about myself, is that I allowed myself to be manipulated. So now I know, going into newer relationships, I know how it looks like, I know how it sounds like, and I no longer will accept it. Another thing I learned about myself with my previous relationships, whether it'll be, like I said, friendships, relationship with family members, relationships with either guys or girls, is that gaslighting. I was also being gaslighted by either a man or a woman. And now I know how it looks like. I know how it sounds like. I know the reactions to it. And again, I learned that about myself. I can't say, hey, this person gaslighted or manipulated me, because I allowed it. And thank God this person came into my life and did this to me, because now I know how it looks like, and I know how it sounds like, and I know how it feels like. So now that I know this, and I'm grateful for these people coming to my life to teach me this, I'm becoming a better person for myself, because now I'm aware of the signs of either manipulation or gaslighting. And one very, very special person taught me that I had actually taught me how to love myself. And I'm sure we all had that one person, either that broke our hearts or, issues with abandonment or attachment styles. There is that one person that will teach you self-love, that will come into your life, treat you really bad, and you think, oh, what's wrong with me? But they did that specifically. They probably didn't know they were doing it, but they came into your life to teach you self-love. They treated you horribly to teach you self-love and to stand up for yourself and create boundaries and how to say no. And we should be grateful for these type of people. We really should. Because one, it makes us stronger, wiser, more aware. We respect ourselves more. We love ourselves more. We know what we want and what we don't want and what type of relationship we want. And we're going to create, because, this always, any relationship you had from the past creates a relationship within yourself. So when these people come and teach you lessons about yourself, they're literally having you go deep down inside yourself and allow you to become a better version by teaching you these lessons. So we should be very grateful for these people, because now we know why certain actions, words, and behavior happens. And now we kind of know why. And as a healed version, of your healing, or have healed from your past relationships or anything that you need healing from, you observe these people and you see these same traits you once used to have, and now you're able to point them out. It's like you can read people's energies now. You can be more observant. And now, like, as a better version of yourself, you can listen and observe and put two and two together. And this is great, because now you know what type of relationship you want to attract, because you have a better one within yourself. Thanks for all the lessons and the people that taught them to you. And you can just be better yourself. You know now what makes you better. And in that part of the journey of learning lessons from other people, you're also becoming more aware of your surroundings. And you know what works. You know what works for you. You kind of discover yourself through all these lessons God has placed through these people. And every time you pass or discover more about yourself on how to improve, you're basically building the strength and wisdom and the emotional intelligence that you need to survive or have in order to step to the next level. Okay, because if you were not aware of all these things that you should be from your past relationships, then you would never learn and move forward. So each person gives you a lesson about yourself to make you better, to prepare you for the life that you deserve. Okay? So even though a relationship has ended, ask yourself, what I learned about myself. It's tough. We all have feelings. We all have emotions. Sometimes it's not what we want and we get upset, and I get it. But when a relationship is done, let it be done. Unless that person did the healing and leveled up themselves as well. Because if there's no work done within yourself to be with another person, you're going to attract the same people, and you're never going to learn a lesson about yourself on how to be a better version of yourself. Yeah. So learn from that person that was put in your life. Learn about yourself so you can be better, to attract better, because you're constantly improving yourself and your life by learning these lessons. And the main ones, again, reflect on yourself. You can't be pointing fingers like, she did this to me or he did that. It's easy to do that. But we need to see our flaws through these people. So now, if you can, think of one person that you were in a relationship or a friendship with. Think about one, because I have plenty on my mind right now. But think about one. And the relationship ended or the friendship ended. And literally, I want you to take one piece of paper, just on a whole piece of paper, write as much as you can about what did it teach you. And remember that they are no longer in your life for a reason. They were supposed to teach you a lesson about yourself. So on that one piece of paper, write about yourself. On what did you learn from this relationship with the person you can think of. Was it self-love? Was it learning all the terminology such as gaslighting, love bombing, manipulation? What did you learn about yourself? Did you learn to finally stand up for yourself and create boundaries? Did you finally wake up to giving no more chances to a toxic relationship because you were toxic as well? What did it teach you? Tell me on a piece of paper, or you can even comment below, what did your last relationship teach you about yourself? I want to know, I want to hear, I want to support you. And I want you to know that you are doing the right thing and you are at the right place in your life. And that because this relationship has ended and you learned this about the lesson about yourself, now know that new opportunities and new people will come into your life to bring you closer to the dream life that you really, really want. So go ahead and comment below. I'm super excited to read, and I'll love to reply.